Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Friday, November 27th, 2015. Ra here in the Lynn Life, Betty Jean in the Jamie-Body-Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us except for potentially one in the physical dimension, and all of us in the subatomic except for potentially one from the perspective of the spirit world viewers. There's an awful lot happening in many, many dimensions. We don't know what we are supposed to highlight for the videoed portion of today's effort, so we're going with the foundational intention. And that is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to manifest the divine plan, the data quite clearly showing that what's under the band-aid, the hidden truth for everyone, almost everyone, is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to live my soul plan. I don't want to follow the instructions from wiser minds above. I just want to do what I want to do. The data continues to very clearly show that's the pattern, and therefore wiser minds above have determined that what's needed is for us to provide a collective restart. Wiser minds above understanding nothing happens without a deadline. They have set the deadline for the restart as January 17th, 2017 in Planet Earth Dating, since that's the dating system we're using to track this. And they have set a series of nested deadlines that take us from where we are right now to that deadline. The next deadline is tomorrow night at midnight.
That's true.
With that, it begins. All those who intend to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment to the center and all others flung away. We're doing this slowly so that we each have the chance to assess, oh dear, is the current bringing me toward the center or away from the center?
That's true.
And if the current is bringing me away from the center, well then, I can choose to soften and let go of the lies that I'm clutching to because they are carrying me away from where I wish to be. And then those aspects of self that wish to clutch to the lies will be flung away, but the rest of me then can come back to the center. What now? How may we be of service right now to provide a collective restart by January 17th, 2017, and be ready to go back into the projects by tomorrow night at midnight?
That's true.
Oh, suddenly I'm in a place where equipment is being readied. This is the aspect of the Search for Truth community who is declaring themselves ready. Whether or not they actually are, that's a separate question.
That's true.
But these aspects of the Search for Truth community are declaring themselves ready to go back into the projects tomorrow night at midnight. Now
That's
we'll
true.
begin to sort energetically those for whom the toll booth bar is actually up, over, I'm pulling them kind of toward the right, and
That's
those
true.
for whom more Search for Truth process is needed to the left. I see Asha over there on the right, and
That's
she
true.
looks calm, serene, peaceful, and I see an awful lot of those up-and-coming young Nature Realms leaders.
That's true.
And they really look very serene too, as if they have prayed and they're ready to die if that's what it takes.
That's true.
They understand that this is a dangerous assignment and we will have losses, and they're willing. They understand the risk. I see what looks like a train, and there's smoke coming out of the engine.
I see that train.
And it's ready to go, and this train is being loaded, and it's just being loaded vibrationally with the people who sort it out as being ready.
That's true.
So and now I feel like I'm on the other side of where I was before, and so now the people who are ready are going toward the left.
That's true.
I don't know what happened there, but I'm definitely on the other side.
That's true.
And we're doing another sort, and these people are going on to the train, and it isn't just people, it's sentient presences of all varieties.
That's
it's
true.
Nature Realms presences and machine presences.
That's true.
And tool presences.
Oh, that's true.
How may we be of service right now to provide a collective restart by January 17th, 2017, and to be ready for the deadline tomorrow night at midnight?
That's true.
Well, our assignment is to get as clean and as strong as we can get
That's
before tomorrow night at midnight, to do that for ourselves as individuals and for the Search for Truth pillar as a community.
That's true.
And to have this be a place where we can perceive the instructions as clearly as we're able to perceive them, and then to follow the instructions that come from wiser minds above. And to go into the projects and attempt to support Thing 1 into living his soul plan, nothing but his soul plan, so help him God, to fulfill his destiny.
That's true.
Thing 1, of course, is a humanoid on planet Crazy. An older humanoid. He's not young.
That's true.
Male. An older male humanoid.
That got the wizard's attention.
Go on.
I don't know what about that snagged him, but he heard the words older male humanoid, and it's like his eyes flew open.
Ah, interesting. He was perhaps buying into that collective lie that Thing 1 is a young man. Thing 1's not a young man.
I know, it's like he's squinting, and I see his head tilted.
We've never said anything that would lead anyone to believe that Thing 1 is a young man. Where is this confusion coming from? Because...
And the wizard is saying something like, if Thing 1 is an old man, then blank doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. That's right.
He's going, then I've got it all wrong.
Yes, you got it all wrong. That's what we've been saying all along. We've been saying that all along. That's wrong. What you're thinking is incorrect, and that's what we've been saying all along. That your thinking is incorrect.
Well, darn, it's like he's looking around, and it's like I've built
Right, this is what we've been telling you all along. I see the wizard coming down a spiral staircase. It looks like kind of like Merlin coming down from
the long tower.
Yes,
I feel that.
That's right. And he doesn't feel angry.
No.
He doesn't feel icky.
Taking deep breaths.
And he's saying, if I was wrong about that, what else am I wrong about?
That's true.
Well, that's a beautiful attitude to have, and so we once more extend the invitation to you that has been here all along to enter. The front door is now lower than it was before. We didn't move it. It moves when the time is right.
That's true.
The front door is now in deeper treasures, an even deeper, smaller subatomic layer.
That's true.
But Glenn is down there working in deeper treasures, and I feel a handshake as if he just walked in the door.
I do, and suddenly I feel much more peaceful.
I do too.
Much less anxiety.
I do too. I wonder whose anxiety that was.
I'm starting to think it was the wizard's.
Might have been the wizard's.
Because he kept saying, this plan doesn't work, it doesn't work, why doesn't it work? And, oh, it doesn't work because he's an old man. Oh. Well, I've built this completely wrong.
Yes, it was completely wrong. That's what we've been saying all along, is that your plan doesn't make any sense. We just knew it vibrationally. We didn't know what was wrong with it.
That's true.
That plan isn't factoring reality into the equation. That plan is a fantasy.
Now he finally seems to be listening.
Yes, that plan is a fantasy. Factor some reality into the equation, and then we'll start again. But here is a good place to factor reality in. Here is a good place to come to know what is actually real. And I feel like he's putting his kind of like bags in the corner. They don't seem like personal bags. They seem like work. Maybe it's his plan. Maybe that's what he's brought in, is his plan. Well, we remind you that everybody starts at the same place. You get a coal shovel or a broom, and you start scraping up the ambient lies that are everywhere in the environment.
That's true.
Here at this deeper treasures level of the subatomic is where we begin. Just start cleaning it up, and after we get enough practice with a broom or a coal shovel, then we can move up to carrying up crates of lies, big boxes, big lies, and putting them on the rail cars that remove the lies from the workspace. And after you get really good at that, you can start running the cables.
That's true.
Now, all of us who have run cables have discovered that it's far more challenging than we think.
That's true.
Yoda is the most recent convert to the school of thought that says, all hail the cable runners,
That's
basically, because it's a challenging occupation. But it does keep a flow of truth going so that others can breathe. What I would suggest to you as a worthy goal is to set your sights on getting to be a good enough cable runner that you could run cables in the projects, because that's a great way to learn while still contributing to the process in a meaningful way. You don't have to understand what's going on to be able to run cables. You just have to be willing, practiced, and have a big enough energy body.
He feels positively about that.
We'll see. We show by our actions what we're willing to do. Talk is really cheap.
That's true.
People talk all the time about what they're willing to do, but their
That's
actions
true.
prove otherwise. Actions show what we're willing to do. We'll see what you're willing to do.
That's true.
I see Luce's audience for the current presentation that he's
Yes.
making, and they are really glued to the little bubble that seems to allow them to see down into the subatomic.
That's true.
They're just enthralled by something, and I can't quite tell what it is, but it has their attention. They didn't believe that a planetary consciousness level presence would be wrong about something that basic and obvious as you're not even looking at the right person when you're forming the plan that
That's
you're forming.
true.
This message of the chair is about there not being solid foundation or solid support. There's no solid support for the work. Yes,
That's
we
true.
know
The
that.
chair's just
That's what the message. Yes, we already
That's
understand that. Well, please, friends, that's offensive. They're saying, oh, I see your problem. There's no solid support. You don't have any support.
Oh, it's true.
That's
what they're saying.
that's so offensive. We've been saying that to you for a year now, a year by Planet Earth Dating. That's what
true.
we've been saying to you. How dare you come back to us with that? We know that. Send support. Here, we'll pluck the supply strings. We can show you the vibrations of what are missing.
That's true. Right here.
Like these things, there's none of this. Whatever this string is,
Yeah,
there's
that's
none.
true.
It's
There
an
isn't
empty
any of
wash
that.
barrel. And this string, this supply string, there's none of that.
There's none of
And there's
this.
just a teeny little bit of this.
That's
It's
true.
almost gone. Whatever this is, there's almost none of that. And there's almost none of this.
That's true.
We already know that. This is what we say to you guys every single night. This is the information we send up. We say, here's what we need, and we just pluck the strings.
That's
and
true.
We just send it vibrationally. We don't know what it is conceptually. We don't need to get hung up in that. I can
That's
find
true.
the strings of
Right
what's
there.
empty. Yeah. This is what we need.
That's true.
Send it. Friends, we've been telling you the truth. The fact that you haven't been believing it doesn't mean we haven't been telling you the truth. I see Luce sitting back as if I'm saying what he has been saying to them for an hour.
That's true.
He's sitting back nodding, saying, I told you. We have been telling you the truth. Not that we're infallible. We make mistakes all the time,
That's
but
true.
we notice them pretty fast and we correct them
That's
right
true.
away. And we correct them publicly and on the record. We're not hiding our mistakes.
No.
We're telling you the truth. The things that have held up for day after day, week after week, month after month, and for more than a year are solidly proven to be true. Shoot past these people, so I really don't care what they have to say. Liz, these people, he says, give them a chance. Yeah.
No, I thought that was their chance.
I think
though.
that was their chance. Move past them. Move
That's my
past
story.
them.
That's a no.
It's not a no, but it's like when we were going up through the levels the first time, and
Yeah.
we found those people who wanted to hold us like dolls and talk about it and have intellectual discussions about
That's
it.
true.
These people will talk about it for eons. We're out of time here. We're out of time. We're living on a biosphere in collapse.
That's true.
We're out of time. Now is the time for action. Anyone who wants to talk is willing to talk. We're looking for people who are willing to take action.
That's true.
Go past them, Luce. There, I feel like he is. And now my chair is falling again. See? I feel like we've live streamed up and it kind of zinged right
That's
past
true.
Luce's head.
The ear.
Like, yeah, that's what I saw
That's
too.
true.
Right behind the ear. Whoosh. Live streaming up.